Sounds like Murder Mom's feeling more stabby than usual. Hey! Better not slice through anything in that cargo bay. We ain't restocking anytime soon.
I am Groot.
Harsh? Excuse me, I ain't the one advocating to throw ourselves to the Flurkins. Right, Drax?
Yes.
You all right there, Drax?
I am pondering that question.
And that makes total sense. After what happened with Nikki and that twisted promise, having to watch the people we love die all over again.
My family did not simply die. They were murdered. By Thanos. I do not wish to discuss it.
Shoo, move over. What are you looking at?
Oh no, you ain't chewing through any more of my ship.
My ship!
Shoo, Flark off!
Wow, that panel must have looked really tasty. What's it for, anyways?
Emergency door controls for the ship. Something a ship owner should know.
Hey, do I look like an engineer?
You don't.
What you working on, Rocket?
Just a little upgrade for the Milano's weapon systems. I told you I'd put that quarantine zone tech to good use if you hit it from Nova Corps.
Cool. How soon can we try it out?
Depends on how long you're gonna stand there bothering me. You want something?
I bought something in nowhere to remove that Nova Corps lock. The guy said it was a lock disabler. It's not?
Piece of junk disabler is what it is.
Oh.
How do I have to say this again? No shopping for tech without Rocket!
Fine.
Let's make this quick. What do you want, Quill? One fine. I doubt even you could break that.
Peter, we need to...
Gamora. Hey.
Is that... Corell's Galactic War Commendation?
Yeah. I rescued it from her office. I was planning to give it back to her until...
No one could have predicted that Corell was dead. Or that Nikki would be the matriarch.
Or that she might be my kid.
That too.
She's gonna have questions and I don't even know where to begin. How did you and Mom hook up? Why weren't you around? Did you even want me? I've become my dad.
Do you want to practice on me, answering her questions?
I already told Nikki some of the story.
But not all of it.
What was I supposed to say? Hey kid, I hooked up with your mom. I might be your dad.
Maybe not that.
I mean, it was war. I was with the Ravagers hitting Shatari supply chains. You know, pirate stuff. None of us had any long-term plans beyond survival, especially not kids. Hell, I only met Corell because I heard Earth was in Shatari's crosshairs.
Mercury, yeah, I remember. Richard Ryder established an outpost on the planet's surface.
An undermanned, undergunned, and horribly outnumbered outpost that didn't stand a snowball's chance in hell when the Shatari launched a sneak attack. Obviously, I had to do something.
Nikki would understand that, I think.
I was so close, Gamora. By the time I convinced Yondu to help, the outpost had fallen. We thought we were too late, so when Corell and her squad came out of those caves, she was just so... badass. Her forces had been through the ringer, but she wasn't about to give up Mercury without a fight.
That definitely sounds like the Corral I remember.
I tried to convince Yondu to stay and help retake the outpost, but he saw no profit in dying, so I stayed instead. We spent hours strategizing together, often late into the night. It took 3 days to come up with a counterattack, and even then, it was risky. We thought we were gonna die.
But you didn't.
No, we didn't. And now I have to figure out how to tell my estranged kid her mother's dead. Corell never told me about Nikki. She had a chance to tell me 3 years ago and she didn't.
What happened?
You have to promise not to judge me too harshly.
I can't promise that. I love judging people.
Fine. Corell maybe kinda caught me with a kidnapped 12-year-old girl.
Yeah, I can see why Corell wouldn't have mentioned Nikki.
It's not like that. I didn't kidnap the kid, Yondu did. I told him it was wrong, that we had to give her back, and he disagreed. So I stole the Milano and I was trying to return her when Corell just happened to intercept me.
Mm-hmm.
Look, after the Galactic War ended, Corell and I went our separate ways. I rejoined the Ravagers and she joined the Nova Corps. It's not like we had a future together. When she caught me with the kid, when I saw the disappointment in her face, I knew I had to turn over a new leaf. Even if it meant turning in Yondu.
You're the reason Yondu's in the kiln? No wonder there's a bounty on your Earth name. He must have been pissed.
Yep. But I'd do it all over again. What gets me is that Corell had plenty of chances to tell me about Nikki, and she didn't. If I had known, maybe...
The important thing is that you know now.
Yeah. Anyway, until we get Nikki back, we've got bigger fish to fry. This stuff can wait.
True. But when you are ready to talk about it, just be honest with her. The rest will fall into place.
Yeah. You're probably right. Those scaly bastards didn't stand a chance.
Can't wait for Starpants to see what I do to the weapon system. It's gonna be great, right, Musclehead? Whatever.
Deadliest woman in the galaxy. A misnomer. An accurate misnomer. Oh, Gamora! I was only looking...
Relax. I'm not gonna kill you. This time.
Okay, good.
I, actually... never got a chance to say thank you. For the doll.
Oh. No problem. I know how you like this kind of stuff.
It was very thoughtful. I can count on one hand the number of times someone has given me a present without expecting something in return.
Wow. Christmas gifts from Thanos must have really sucked.
That's putting it lightly. Thanos wasn't the giving type. Everything was a mind game designed to control us, gifts included. So thank yous aren't exactly my strong suit. Something Mantis says I need to work on.
How do you know Mantis? Did she give you one of her weirdo fortunes or something?
Not exactly. How do you know her?
I maybe tried to pick her up in a bar once.
And how'd that work out?
Good. Until she did the creepy antenna thing. I was half expecting her to start chanting, Red Rum, Red Rum.
Red what?
Doesn't matter. Point is, she's a wacko for sure. A really hot wacko. Who happens to be your friend?
Yeah, well, that wacko saved my life. A few years ago. Someone got the jump on me. An assassin. Nearly killed me. Mantis happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Seems to have a knack for that.
Yeah. Turns out I had no idea how badly I needed someone like her in my life. Up until then, I'd been so... lonely. After the war, the Resistance disbanded. Richard Ryder got busy with politics, and the Worldmind had no use for someone like me.
An assassin?
Something like that. Thanos trained me to be a weapon, not a peacekeeper. Once a weapon, always a weapon, you know?
Is that why Mantis mentioned suicidal urges? Because I get it. I've been there. I'm pretty sure we've all been there at some point.
Let's just say I'm not in that place anymore. Because of Mantis. She showed me another way. A place where maybe I can be needed.
What kind of gifts did Thanos give you? Weapons, poison, the metal wire thing you used to strangle people with?
He gave us dolls. Once. Stupid, ugly things from Xandar.
Wow, okay. That's surprisingly girly.
What? I can't be feminine?
No, just... I was really sure it was gonna be a knife or something.
Like I said, Thanos liked mind games. It was unusual for him to be... kind. We didn't even have a bedroom, yet here were these dolls. Purposeless. And they were ours.
Do you still have it? Like, is it in your collection?
No. I lost the one Thanos gave me when I was 6. She was the ugliest doll I'd ever seen. I cried so hard when I lost her. Nebula hurt me. She loved her doll, and I knew she wanted another one. So when she came in to check, we started to fight.
Bet Thanos loved that.
He found us fighting, saw my tears, and laughed. Turns out, the dolls were a lesson on the importance of not getting attached. To help us understand that, he took Nebula's doll and threw it into the incinerator.
That's... I can't imagine.
Nebula didn't understand why he did it, only that I was somehow responsible. I started collecting these a few years ago. After Nebula. After I knew I'd never see her again. It's dumb, but I guess I'd do it for her.
Wow. I'm glad I bought this for you. And I can promise that there are 0 strings attached to anything I give you. You're an important part of this team, Gamora.
Thanks, Peter. Truly.
I see you have discovered my...
Yeah. I guess I couldn't help myself. I mean, it's your rap sheet.
I suppose that it is impressive to criminals.
Reformed criminals, as in past tense. We're legit now, remember?
I do not think we share the same definition of legitimate.
Okay, fair, maybe not, but still. Guy who kills Thanos ends up in the most infamous prison in the galaxy? It's gotta be one hell of a story.
Which part would you like to hear, Peter Quill? How I allegedly killed the Mad Titan, or are you enamored by my stay in the kiln?
What was it like in the kiln?
You would not have survived the cycle. Why?
I maybe know someone there.
Then pray they died quickly.
Yikes. It's really that bad?
Worse. However, after the chaos I wrought in my misguided quest for revenge, it was a well-deserved punishment.
Right. The rampage.
That is one way to describe it. After my battle with Thanos, I became convinced that he still drew breath. I demanded proof, but when none was provided, I convinced myself that others were concealing his location. I saw his hideous visage in every shadow. and murdered anyone I thought was hiding him.
Some of which were very bad dudes.
Perhaps. It is not my place to judge.
So, how'd they stop you? Novacore, I mean. You're Drax, the Destroyer. There's not a bounty hunter alive who could have taken you down.
I surrendered.
What? Why?
I had succumbed to madness and become the very thing that I hoped to vanquish. Once I realized that, I could not live with the monster that I had become.
Thanos, obviously. I mean, it's the Mad Titan. He was supposed to be untouchable, and then BAM! Player 2 has joined. Just, how'd you do it? How'd you take Thanos down?
With sorcery.
Come on, really?
Really. After Thanos murdered my family, rage filled my heart. In my search for revenge, I found Mentor.
You mean a mentor, right?
No. Mentor is his name. And his brother Cronus. Sorcerers. They gave me a sleeping potion that would grant my greatest desire. Finding and killing Thanos.
You're messing with me.
I am not. When I awoke, I was changed. I could sense the Mad Titan's vile life force, feel it pulsating from across the galaxy.
Wow, that's
I know how it sounds, Peter Quill.
And I believe that you believe this happened. It's just, it's pretty out there. Even for space stuff.
Regardless, I followed the pulse in my mind until it led me to a moon in the Black Quadrant. And there, I found Thanos, hiding like a coward. Our battle waged for days. Each of us trading blows across the moon's inhospitable surface, equal in strength, equal in our resolve to see the other dead once and for all.
And then you delivered the final blow.
I recall throwing a final swing before I collapsed from exhaustion. When I awoke, I was in a hospital on Elanis. Many rotations had passed, and I was being hailed as a hero.
For killing Thanos.
Allegedly. The very fibers of my being say otherwise. I can still feel him out there. I have no doubt in my heart that he survived, just as I did.
Well, the important thing is that you're here now, with us. And we're not going back to prison anytime soon.
That remains to be seen.
Anybody in there? Drax? Are you okay? Open up!
Peter Quill.
Are you gonna join us in the cockpit? You got a lot of dog report items for Cosmo.
Perhaps I will. Write them down.
Drax.
Apologies. I will surrender the lavatory. In a few ticks.
Wait. Was that my toothbrush? One whole arm. That's what? 10% of Raker down?
And I say we leave the other 90% alone. Can't say I ain't glad I get to dissect this little marvel, but that's as close as I'm getting to this flarking cult ever again.
I bet Groot has a rich, velvety voice. Ooh, so swirly. Is that even a plant? Wonder where Groot picked up that one. I feel like I've seen this before. Did Groot pick it up in nowhere? Hey, dude. How are you feeling?
Busy.
It's okay. It's just the two of us in here. We all saw a pretty messed up scut in that promise thing.
I'm fine, Quill. There ain't nothing some Kree kid can promise that won't make my skin crawl.
Okay. But what did you see? Was it Lila?
Doesn't matter. I knew it was fake soon as she got into my head. What do you think, bud? Now that Contraxi is gone, what's gonna be the new hotspot for entertainment? An asteroid, huh? Huh. Smart! Hey, Groot, remember Hark's half-odd security system from last time? Won't look like nothing compared to our new weapons array.
I am Groot.
No, it won't drop bad guys into a bunker. Where are we supposed to put a bunker in space?
How about you, bud? You doing okay? Are you sure? We saw some pretty messed up stuff in there.
I am Groot.
Yeah. Maybe I'm not the best person to discuss it with you. You and Rocket should definitely talk about it, though. I'm glad you guys are there for each other. Take care, buddy.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
Quill and I don't need to make up.
I am Groot.
Maybe when Quill makes the right call and flies us far, far away from the church, I'll consider us formally even.
Anything yet?
Guardian of Galaxies.
Cosmo, buddy. Where have you been? We've been calling you.
Sorry, Piotr Quill. Cosmos ball's been tied. Universal Church of Truth arrive at nowhere.
Are you okay?
He's fine for a moment. Cosmo receive warning in time. But Continuum Cortex is of shutdown for safety. It's been dead, huh?
Your little detective trip almost got us killed. We'll fill you in when we get there.
Yet, this problem is bigger than Cosmo. Guardian of Galaxies must go to Xandar and ask Worldmind for help instead. Cosmo unable to get through. Guardian of Galaxies must actually...
Cosmo, are you there? What happened?
I am Groot.
Are we under attack?
So these are the cowards who defiled Lady Hellbender's honor.
Oh, good.
And who the flark are you?
Normally, I would not engage in conversation with inferior life forms. But my contract with Lady Hellbender stipulates otherwise. Therefore, abomination. You may refer to me by my title. I am Captain Glory, leader of the Lethal Legion.
Lethal Legion? More like Loser Legion.
He surrounded us.
Listen, I get that Lady Hellbender's super pissed, but now's really not the best time.
Did you think that she would ease her bounty simply because you somehow managed to elude the Blood Brothers in nowhere?
Yes?
Then you are as imbecilic as they are. You will not elude me. That I can assure you.
I just need a few minutes. Stall him, Quill.
Why? Where are you going?
Oh, this game is just too good.
Did you mute me? What?
So, Lethal Legion. Cool merc name. I used to run with the Ravagers myself.
We are far superior to you and your Ravagers, Terran scum. The Lethal Legion is composed of the best warriors the universe has ever seen. And me.
Hey, look. I get it. You're the best of the best. You're the captain of a super elite team. I'm the captain of a... elite team.
Some of us are super elite.
You are nothing like me. I am Glari of the Kree Empire. My birthright alone supersedes any sense of worth you foolishly believe you possess.
Spoken like a true Cree.
More like an arrogant a-hole.
Enough! I will not be disrespected. You will be eliminated.
Give it your best shot, Helmet Head. The Milano's gonna blow you out of the sky.
Your ship doesn't have that kind of firepower.
Scan again.
Possible.
Just a little something we picked up in the quarantine zone.
Looks like you underestimated us.
See. Hit them hard and give no quarter. There's nothing on that garbage scow worth salvaging.
We're taking fire! Feels kind of good to have bounty hunters after us. Means we're making a name for ourselves, right?
Normally this would be good practice, but Captain Creepy's timing is as bad as his costume.
Feel free to show off, Quill. They insulted my baby.
Just keep watching. Can't we just send an IOU to Lady H?
She'll want a payment in blood. Probably yours.
These ships ain't dying fast enough.
There's an art to this, Rocket. We're artists. Jeez, how much money did she offer these guys?
Too much, because they ain't gonna survive this.
I am Groot.
Hang in there, bud. They ain't killed us yet.
These guys have really bad timing.
Starting to wish I'd stayed in dog jail. Only one lethal lame brain left.
Woo! Who's the inferior life form now, huh?
Still you.
Peter, I'm picking up something.
What?
It appears I'll have to finish this myself. So you defeated my fighters, but my cruiser will crush you.
I am Groot.
Feel that, Guardians?
That's it? That's what you've been bragging about?
That did some real damage. Keep hitting his exhaust ports.
Your strategy will work. Keep up the barrage. They will not survive it.
Lady Skullsuit has the worst flarkin' timing. Is she here? Just her goons. This time.
He's really pissing me off. Starting to feel like he's pissed off the whole galaxy.
He's chewing us up, Quill.
Morons. Protect our ports.
This guy's starting to sound like Rocket.
It's called language efficiency, Quill.
You okay in there, Cap?
Stay still and I'll show you.
Ooh! Right up the exhaust port.
I am Clary, warrior of...
Take that, Lady Skullscut.
I doubt we've seen the last of her.
We'll worry about Lady Hellbender later. Let's just focus on getting to Xandar. Punch it! Yeah, old girl needs a tune-up.
We can do it once we reach the station.
I ain't letting no buckethead near my...
Wow, talk about cosmic gridlock.
I haven't seen this many ships around Xandar since the start of the Galactic War.
Open a channel, Groot. Let's see what's going on.
I am Groot.
Have to leave. Our spies are young. Need access to facilities.
Swear not to the jet.
These ships come from converted worlds.
They're refugees.
Need immediate docking permission. Please answer us.
Groot, that's enough.
I don't see any rescue shuttles coming out. They're ignoring them.
No. Nova Corps might be a bunch of self-righteous domeheads, but they're supposed to be helping folk. That's their whole flarkin' deal.
Relax, Rocket. We'll just call the station and ask to speak to the Worldmind. Groot.
Welcome to Nova Corps headquarters.
Please state your preferred language of communication.
I am Groot.
I know, bud, but now we can all follow along with Starpant's mistakes.
How may we assist you? After scanning your ship,
Our near-perfect algorithms pre-selected
several officer choices.
Nova's profiling us? That ain't okay.
I am Groot.
Nova
Number 11249-44396
is out of our
our sensor range and unavailable
for contact.
Richard Ryder. Sounds Terran.
You seriously don't know who he is? Just pick something, Peter. Scroll down!
The
allocation of resources for direct communication.
with us has been denied.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Well, it was worth a shot. Let's try something else.
I am Groot.
Hey, your cop girlfriend is still listed here.
Cadet Nicolette Gold's communication privileges
Are suspended while we investigate
her involvement in unsanctioned cult
activity.
You should force your spawn to answer us.
I am Groot. Centurion Co-Rel's personal communicator
Has either been destroyed or disabled.
disabled and could not be reached.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry, Quill.
Me too.
Hey, Woolberry, got any ideas? Scroll back up! I think I saw someone interesting.
Corbin Day is missing in action
And unable to respond.
Heard of him. He was in the Resistance.
So much for near-perfect algorithms, Helpline.
This menu again? Does that say Nova Prime? Any idea which one?
Nova Prime's identity is confidential
And communication with them is forbidden.
until further notice.
Huh. Doesn't say which one. Why even list them then? Peter, I think everyone here is too busy or dead to answer.
We
We
are
are sad to inform you that Denarian Carlos
is currently missing and
is
assumed
assumed dead.
Hey, isn't this that buckethead we killed on the rock?
We definitely did not murder him and definitely did not admit it in front of a Nova Corps console, Rocket. We should report what Raker is up to.
Think the Flarkin Worldmind doesn't already know?
we
We are
are
aware of the current threat, but
can
can
devote no resources toward fighting it.
How about future crime?
Great idea. Let's report something we're gonna do and blame it on some other schmuck.
thank you for being proactive.
However, the galaxy's impending doom makes
All future crimes irrelevant.
We should tell them about the promise.
Right.
Due to the imminent termination of civilization,
we are unable to open new cases.
thank you for attempting to be an upstanding citizen.
As all prisons are being evacuated
You may self-sequester
wherever you wish.
Do you think turning ourselves in would get their attention?
Connect.
I can't believe that worked.
Gardeners of the Galaxy.
Explain yourselves.
Hey, Worldmind. Long time no see. It's me. Peter Quill, Star-Lord.
And, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. Check the addendum.
We need your help.
Pay a fine.
No. No, of course not. You need to save the galaxy.
Galaxy cannot be saved, Peter Quill.
What?
A mass delusion known as the Promise.
Sweeping its systems, converting all who encounter
Counter it. In less than 3 cycles,
It has spread from the crew of a single star
frigate to multiple outposts.
worlds and systems.
Praxius 9, Rigel 3,
75.222%
2% of the Andromeda Galaxy.
all lost.
Of course, she don't mention Contraxia.
They, actually. The Worldmind is a collective consciousness.
Look, we know who's behind the promise. We've seen it happening up close and personal. We're here to pass on information to you so you can stop it.
How can we be more clear?
The Universal Church of Truth
Cannot be stopped.
Told ya. They're a collective.
It is a machine.
Yeah, well, so are parts of me. And you better not call me in it.
Look, we just escaped the Church's mothership. We have a ton of intel you can use to bring them down.
There is nothing you can tell us we do not already know.
Pretty sure I know a few things that even a supercomputer can't know.
Such as...
Well, how to groom the feathers on a Shi'ar warbird, for starters.
How are you still alive?
Because I know how to groom the feathers.
Yeah, well, I know where you can buy hacked Nova Core helmets at ridiculously discounted prices. What? They obviously don't know about it, or they do something.
The point is, we've lived things, experienced things. We've survived the promise, and maybe our experience can be used to help you bring them down.
It is possible.
We have overlooked the value of individual
Experiential memories stored
within our files.
Good. So let's pool resources.
However, given the ill-defined
Parameters of such a query, undertaking
taking a search protocol at this time is
advised.
now. If you will excuse us,
The Universal Church of Truth's forces
draw
draw.
closer to this region of space.
It is critical that we depart before they arrive.
You're running away?
What about the refugees? You're just gonna leave them defenseless?
Our primary directive is the
Preservation
preservation
of Xandarian culture. All else
is
is
secondary.
Have you seen what your planet looks like? Xandarian culture is a lost cause.
But you're Nova Corps' leader. You have a duty to protect this galaxy.
That is incorrect.
You ain't the leader of the Bucketheads?
We
We do not have a duty to protect this galaxy.
galaxy. We merely police it to get
Advance
advanced.
knowledge of potential threats.
Serve and protect only yourselves.
A logical byproduct of our primary directive.
Directive.
You have officers all over the galaxy laying down their lives for you. And you won't even risk fighting? For their sake?
The risk is too great.
It would be a pointless sacrifice.
For unknown reasons, the
Church is stockpiling resources.
its influence has grown beyond all probabilistic.
Stick models.
Then update your models.
We
We cannot adjust our computations to the
enemy's nonsensical power source.
You mean faith energy?
faith as an energy source
Is illogical. We are unable to
compute scenarios to fight that which should
not
not
exist.
So you're just gonna let the church win?
If the power source cannot be quantified,
It cannot be countered.
Most sentient beings don't have the luxury of calculating their odds before getting into a fight.
Don't you control the Nova Force? The magical energy that powers Nova Corps?
it is not
magical. But yes,
Then how do you explain that one? Because to an outsider, it doesn't seem logical at all.
Thanos used to say it was generated by the living computers of Xandar.
the
the living computers of Xandar
are the Nova Force. It exists because we exist.
exist, and we exist, therefore it does.
Sounds like you're able to harness your collective energy just like Raker with other people's faith. Maybe the way you do it can tell you how the Church does.
Perhaps. You have given us new data to consider.
Guardians of the Galaxy. We will
Later. Right now, we need to
focus on our departure.
You're still leaving?
We
We
did
did not
not
make this decision without considering
all available options. A complete
search of our databanks only revealed
A single entity with the potential
to
to
stop them.
What is it?
Not what, who. Adam
Warlock, the Church's original Golden God.
Unfortunately, he perished.
In the last year of the Galactic War,
Great. So no one?
we
We are
are
pleased you reached the same conclusion.
conclusion we did.
It appears that our travel preparations
are almost complete. Farewell,
Guardians
Guardians.
of the Galaxy.
No, wait!
Classic Nova Corps. Ain't helped us then, you won't help us now. What? Are you kidding me? Groot says the Flarkin helpline's still asking for fine money.
Ah, screw it. If Nova Corps doesn't want to help, then we're not paying their darn fine. Cancel payment.
I knew it! I knew you spent Lady Hellbender's money in nowhere.
You saw me?
You were there?
I was watching your back.
Great. All the way to Seknarf and back, and nothing to show for it.
I'm sorry, alright?
Peter, we've got movement.
They're taking off. Quill? Quill?
I see it!
Son of a schmack!
Accepting the promise.
We gotta jump, Quill.
I know!
Atrio's promise is becoming real.
Peter?
Gotta get clear first!
Come on.
And go!
Scott!
Whoa!
What the flark did you do?
I don't know.
Why have we stopped?
The Loser Legion must have hit something when they ambushed us.
Guys,
It's only a matter of time before the galaxy accepts the promise.
Sacrosanct is back there. We can't just sit here.
guys!
And how are we gonna do that? We're dead in the flarkin' water!
And if they find
Promise
us,
must
we're
be
screwed.
freely accepted.
Oh, yeah, and without an engine, we're screwed anyway!
Guys! Enough! Just stop already! I can't hear myself think! Rocket, fix the engines.
How am I supposed to do that? I can't even run a diagnostic.
I don't care! Just fix it!
Scoff.
And what are we supposed to do?
I don't know, okay? I can't just conjure up answers every 2 seconds.
Fine.
Don't. I just can't do this right now. I need some rest. Screw Nova Corps. Shouldn't have counted on them in the first place.
Look, it's our great leader.
Hey,
Here to yell at me some more?
what? No.
I really don't feel like small talk.
You forgot your toast. God. Feels like I've been awake for a whole cycle.
call me Rocky.
I am Groot.
I don't call you Groody.
I am Groot.
Hey, how's it looking?
How does it look like it's looking?
Well,
Tension circuit melted through the stem bolts, reverse ratcheting routing planers out of alignment, can't even see the Flarkin sensor node behind the flux capacitor.
Wait. Flux capacitors are real?
What? No, I mean flow capacitor. Words get a little messed up when I'm tired. Hey, Groot, you remember if I left the sensor nodes on standby earlier?
I am Groot.
Because I told you about it. I said, Groot, remind me to something in the sensor nodes.
I am Groot.
Yeah, I remembered most of it, but I'm missing the middle part. Ah, I should have written it down.
Mora? You all right in there? Look, we're all frustrated. We did what we could with the Worldmind, but they weren't even listening.
It doesn't matter. They had their minds made up.
They were being kind of scut. Mm-hmm. I mean, I did nothing wrong. I was just asking them to do their job.
How about doing your job?
My job? Have you seen the size of that church ship? What am I supposed to do?
Guess you and the Worldmind aren't so different.
What?
Maybe it's because I had a tyrant for a dad, but I'm used to people in charge not being afraid to get scut done.
What the heck?
It's okay. That was normal. Whoa, that was close.
What am I doing? Everyone on this ship's been using this. Not today, brain parasites.
Good. I'm glad you got rid of it.
Hey, Groot, did you ever find the pack of slacking clamps I lost under your fern?
I am Groot.
I don't know, a fern-looking fern.
I am Groot.
Why would I check the leaf underside? I swear.
Some good tunes, don't they? I'm just not playing them for the legal reasons on YouTube. The Star-Lords are good.
I'm trying to focus here. Shut that thing off already.
Somebody's testy. Fine then. No music. Drax,
I do not wish to talk.
Fair enough. We're all pretty spent, just try to get some rest if you can.
Hey, Musclehead! Did you ever run that weapon system analysis you wanted to do? Drax! You hear me?
I am Groot.
Not feeling well ain't no excuse to ignore me.
Hey, Groot. What's that stuff you're drinking?
I am Groot.
Looks like herbal tea, but, not sure about the smell.
I am Groot.
Say, bud, how do you stay so level-headed?
I am Groot.
I mean, every time Scud happens and we're down in the ditch, you never seem to lose your morale.
I am Groot.
Wow. Wish I could understand that. You have it all figured out, don't you?
I am Groot.
Well, I hope you keep it up. We could all learn something from you. Really? How did you... Ugh. Now I'm gonna get fleas. Come on, girl. Shoot, shoot. Ugh. Screw it. And the bed smells. Great.
We have a ship. This is our room. Why is it so small? Look at you. Me.
Oh!
Weird hair.
What? What is this? How are you... me?
Come on. The talking raccoon's waiting for you. Everybody is.
Rocket, yeah, he was... fixing that thing that broke.
Hey, if we're some kind of big space hero now, why are we running from the bad guys?
It's complicated.
No, it's not. Stop running. And we've landed.
We sure had good times, didn't we?
Groot wanted to let you sleep. Can you believe it?
How long was I out?
Long enough to fly us all the way to the quarantine zone.
Wait, how do we fly out here?
Quill, do you want to fix your ship or not?
My ship!
Yes, your ship. Come on, the others are outside.
Is everyone outside already?
Yep, waiting for us. There, let's go.
Look who stumbled out of bed.
The rodent made decisions in your sleep.
Yeah, I know.
Took you long enough.
What? Nikki? You're not supposed to be here.
You promised you would get me out of here.
I know, but... Nikki! Guys, don't let it get to you!
Won't have to tell me twice! Groot, faster! Nobody hurts my friend!
It's too fast, Peter!
We cannot outrun the beast, Peter Quill!
Keep going, Drax!
Honor my death!
Drax! Anybody? my fault, isn't it? All of it!
You're supposed to be a hero.
Leave me alone! Why are you chasing me? Guys, I'm sorry! I don't know what to do!
Yes, you do. You do. We have to face our fears. Take responsibility. What are you doing? Heroes don't run.
None of this makes any sense! No! This is all wrong!
We can't keep running away from our problems.
No! This is all wrong!
We can't keep running away from our problems. What are you doing? Heroes don't run.
None of this makes any sense! Guys, take that, you ugly monster thing!